Hi, I'm Maja, and welcome back to episode 2 of Uncharted Greatness, where I talk about the tools, the habits that will help empower you to step into your own greatness. Today, I want to just do a quick little talk about resilience. Most people don't feel that resilience is a learned skill. And I can tell you from experience, it is. It's a muscle just like anything else. And the more that we can put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, they don't have to happen every single day, but you need to be continually building that muscle to build the resilience and to keep growing. Life happens when we expand our comfort zone. And that's what resilience is. Resilience is figuring out a way. It's not letting the situation get the best of you, whether it's a physical challenge, a mental challenge. Resilience can be a muscle that's built. It can be you're building resiliency by going to the gym and weightlifting. You can build resiliency by having challenging conversations. Maybe there's something that you need to talk with someone about, and you just are hesitant to do it. The more often you do that, the more often you're building that resiliency. And the more often, as a side note with that, with challenging conversations, you will find out that most of what was challenging was in your head. You were worrying about what could or couldn't happen instead of just facing it. And emotional agility is also a form of resilience. Because if you're letting your emotions run every part of your life, you become weak. If you're working towards goals, you're working towards somebody else's goals. If you can't have the resiliency to have the tough conversations or to speak up with someone when something is challenging to you. Because maybe you're emotionally insecure with having that conversation with the person. So resiliency happens in every level of our lives, in every area of our lives. And resiliency has become my superpower. I have been in the face of challenges that I don't quite know sometimes how I got into them. And I've always learned the most amazing lessons from them. I still have to, a lot of you guys know that follow me on other social platforms, is that I lived in the Singapore airport for 161 days back in 2018 into 2019. And there was a whole set of circumstances that put me there. And one of the things that I learned during that 161 days is I am much stronger than I thought I was. And the ability to be able to put ourselves in these challenging situations and find the gifts and the lessons to learn through them and to grow with them, to be on the edge of that comfort zone, is the growth that comes from that is hard to even put into words. And unless you get out there and challenge yourself, no matter where you are in your life, no matter where you are in your journey, do something every single day that allows you to challenge yourself to step a little bit outside of that comfort zone. It doesn't have to be something huge. Every single day, I try to challenge myself in some way. And the next episode, I'll do a whole thing about my relationship with the word failure. because I think that, I'll just give you a quick little snippet, is I think that most people have a misunderstanding of what that word means and their relationship with it. Because truly, in my mind, I never use the word failure, because I don't think that I have ever failed, as long as I learn something from that lesson. And so that goes right hand in hand with resiliency and getting out of your comfort zone. Do something today that gets you out of your comfort zone, and watch what you learn from that. Because as long as you learn something from it, no matter how challenging it was, no matter what the outcome was, you haven't failed. And so when you couple these two things together, resiliency and getting out of your comfort zone and knowing that you can't fail, life becomes so much more wonderful, and you learn and you grow and you see things that you haven't seen before, you have experiences that you haven't had before. And that's what life is all about. We're only here for a short time. Let's make the most of it. And so building that resiliency muscle is a great way to start. What can you do today that steps you outside of your comfort zone? Let me know down below in the comments. Love to hear it.